What it do, what it is, what it ain't. Thanks for listening to the latest episode of the Get Right Podcast. Don't forget to follow and subscribe on Apple Podcasts and Spotify to get notifications of new content. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, you dig? Cue the music.
Yo, what it do, what it is, what it ain't. It's your boy T. It's the Get Right Podcast, man, and we are back. I'm never rolling solo, man. As I always got the homies. And I always got to start with the guy, man. The brain trust, the reason why we're here. He gonna give you 3 words, and the word count may be up on what we talking about. Rod, what's happening, bro?
What up, though?
And of course, the people they love to hate to love. Mr. Misconception. I know he gonna say something that's gonna probably get us arguing. DC, what's good, bro?
Yeah, it's your boy DC in the place to be, the people's champ. The truth shall set you free. And you already know it's OVO season, Libra gang. Let's go.
For sure, man. Hey, happy birthday once again, man. Because I know our last episode we talked about it, man. How was your birthday, bro?
It was dope, bro. It was super dope, man. You know, brought it in on a Wednesday, so that day was kind of chill. But the weekend was litty. Man, wife so loved. She got me tickets to the Great American Whiskey Fair. It's Great American Whiskey Fest. Excuse me. It's a big event they have here. It's like the biggest whiskey convention in the Southeast. At least that's what they say online. But it was dope, man. They had it downtown, man. They had like 60, 70 different whiskey vendors, man. And they give you a little glass, and you just go from table to table. Take a little sip. Take a little sip.
You sound like you was in there, bro. How many sips you get into?
I lost count, dog. You know what I'm saying? I went with Pops. We both went there together, man. And at the end of the night, wifey had to come pick us up.
Okay. I was gonna say Pops went, man, and shout out Pops, man. I hope he doing good.
I don't know how y'all drink whiskey, though. Like that tastes like something you would sit down, listen to Sam Cooke, and start reevaluating your life choices, dog.
Because I was gonna say who Ubered, man. Y'all had to get a lift or something, but I see you got swooped up by white.
Well, I left my car there. So I left my car. I drove. I drove there, and my car stayed until the next day. You know what I'm saying? So thankfully, no dents or nothing. You know, it was still there, obviously. But it's cool. You know, whiskey is one of those drinks, man. It's funny because you're not that far off, right? It's a sipping drink. I ain't gonna lie. It's not really something you really party to. Like, hey, I'm about to turn up. Let's get some whiskey. It's like, I'm gonna chill out. I'm gonna listen to some Sam Cooke. Or I'm gonna listen to some For All the Dogs. You know what I'm saying? And contemplate on my exes. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened for an hour and a half straight on that Drizzy. But no, it was dope. So we did that, and then I was able to fellowship and really kick it with Pops and whatnot. Yeah. And then the next day, wifey and a couple friends of mine, we stepped out, you know what I'm saying, did a little something. So it was a good weekend, man. It's a good weekend, and Monday back to the grind. You know, grind don't stop. You know how that go.
All day, man. But man, glad you enjoyed it, man. You know, happy birthday again.
Yes, sir.
You mentioned OVOs a little bit. The world is on fire digitally regarding Drake. A lot of people got to say, comment about that, and amongst other things with music, as we hit on last week. But man, the Drake album dropped, man, and we talked about it on our group text, and we'll share that with the audience, man, and the folks who listening, man. But I don't know, man. I wasn't too like over the hill for it, like, oh my God, this is great. I expected more as a fan of Drake. DC, we said we'll see what happens when this thing drop, right? As with Killer Mike's still number one. To me, he's still number one. Now we'll see how the politics play. If he's out there shaking hands, going to the Oscar parties, all that crazy stuff, right? or the Grammy parties, but
Well, you know, Drake don't win Grammys, bro. He's like blackballed, like unofficially, because you know he won a Grammy some years ago and was talking down on the Grammys during his acceptance speech, and like he ain't really won too many Grammys. So
yeah, we'll see. But
yeah,
I mean, for all the dogs, I mean, it's to what you said, bro. He had a message for all his exes. I guess he'll never get over it. I don't know, but that's what it. I took it as, man. It was cool, but I wasn't like, man, this wasn't take care.
wasn't
I
take
think,
care. No, it's
and I
not
know
take care.
DC. I know you're gonna get into it, but I just want to jump in real quick.
Yeah.
The lead up of the album, I think, kind of shifted everyone's mind, right? Because you know him saying, "Y'all want to hear the old Drake? I'm gonna go back to the old Drake. Y'all gonna get it."
Yeah.
And then drop "Slime You Out." I was like, okay, here we go. And then Lil Boat saying, you know what I mean, he got the best verse I've ever heard from Drake on any album, any verse. He got the best verses that you'll ever hear in your life. So the build up was they set the stage. But DC, I'll let you go before I start talking about my opinions of it. Go for it.
Man, and we could go back and forth because I'm gonna tell you, bro, I love this album, bro. I thought it was a great album. If you went in expecting a rap album, yeah, you're gonna be disappointed because it was not a rap album. I will say that it was definitely more of an R&B / pop album with a few bars here and there. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was. They say he's going back to the old Drake, bro. To me, this is the old Drake. And when I say old Drake, I'm not talking to Take Care. I'm not talking view. Well, definitely not Views. I'm not. What's the one before Take Care? Thank Me Later. I'm talking So Far Gone, bro. I got the track list in front of me for So Far Gone, and these are the first 4 songs off of So Far Gone.
The mixtape, right? His
The
first
mixtape. Yeah, the mixtape. Yeah.
Yep.
Lust for Life, singing. Houston, Atlanta, Vegas,
but
singing.
that was Lust for Life was a little bit of combination. He did his own hooks, but he was rapping in
it. Okay. All right. I'll give you that. Successful, singing. He rapped a little bit, but it was like a sing-song kind of rap. You know what I'm saying?
He rapped all his verses. Then he had Trey Songz with the hook.
I don't know. I really want things my way. Some my way. That's how he was sounding. Like, yeah, was he like holding the best of notes?
He was harmonizing.
Harmonizing. There we go. So I guess that's kind of what I look at it as.
But on Successful, it was more. That's how his flow was back then. It wasn't really singing. It was just like, well, yeah, it almost had like a. And you from Texas, so maybe I'm throwing this out left, but it almost had like a Texas draw to it when he was rapping.
You beat me to it because that's exactly what it is. But I'll say this though: you said that was kind of his style. But remember, on that same album, on that same tape, he put out what's that thing with Wayne? They just rapped off to that Ignorant-ish beat with Jay-Z. Yeah. I can't think of what it's called, but you know that song where they just traded bars basically.
Yep.
Yeah.
And now if you think about it wasn't no sing song and harmonizing. He was just spitting. Yeah. So I'm just saying he always had that in him. But anyway, that's track 3, right? Track 4, Let's Call It Off. You know what I'm saying? That's another kind of a sing-songy kind of song. Those are the first 4 songs off of So Far Gone. And honestly, to me, For All the Dogs sounded a lot like So Far Gone. And for me, So Far Gone is what put me on the Drake. I think he had a mixtape before that I think most people have not really heard of. Certainly not me. But So Far Gone was what put me on the Drake. That's kind of what made me a fan. And For All the Dogs reminded me a whole lot of So Far Gone. And so when people say, oh, he didn't take it back, I don't know, bro. Go back and listen to So Far Gone.
So it goes back 13, 14 years?
All yeah. Right. And then on top of that, Rod said that Texas draw, he brought it back. Case in point, he got a whole skit or interlude or whatever you want to call it on For All the Dogs, Screw the World, where he
Yeah.
had a sample
Yep.
of, I think that was Fat Pat rapping. I think
Mhm.
that's who was Fat Pat. I'm not exactly sure. R.I.P. to Fat Pat. Those are my
Yes, sir.
Texas hip hop heads know what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
For
Fat
those
Pat,
who
yeah,
don't
he
know,
OG. OG.
yeah, for those who don't know, the uninitiated, I'll just briefly tell you. Fat Pat is one of those rappers that basically passed away before he really got to blow up. But when Texas underground scene was bubbling and kind of on the come up, before Slim Thug, before Lil Flip, before Paul Wall, Mike Jones, and all that, you had SUC, Fat Pat, specifically was kind of like dubbed to be the one. He was the one that was going to like blow up the Texas underground hip hop, and he passed before he had the chance to do so. So anyway, going back to that, you got Screw the World. So to your point, Rod, and that takes me back even more. Like, to me, this was him taking it back. He went back to his kind of Houston roots, so to speak. You already know Drake is known to adopt different regions or different genres, subgenres for his different albums. You know what I'm saying? He was on the whole English tip for a little while. He did the Afrobeats Caribbean thing for a little while. You know what I'm saying? He did the, I don't know, different stuff. You know what I'm saying? And now it's like he brought it back to Houston. And me personally, I'm here for it.
So
I'm here
that's
for
there
it.
it is right there. So there's your why. And I respect it. I think it gave you that nostalgia of being, tying it back to Texas, which is cool. But now, I mean, I don't know, man. This that to me, this does not feel like if Drake hang it up right now, this wouldn't be his top 3 albums. I
Mm.
don't think so, bro.
I don't know. I think it's too early. It's too early. I don't know if I would put it in the top three, but also, I mean, it's only
Yeah,
been a
I mean, I'm
couple of
just
days.
saying, like I expected more as a fan. That's just me. I expected more
So
as a fan.
question: if you don't get a top three all time album, then it's a disappointment, and that's for
No,
any
no, no,
rapper or
no, no,
just
no.
Drake.
I'm just saying that in just as a preset, as like, okay, we expected it to Rod's point. He set the table. And so when as fans who said like this is what we expect, like the bars, all of that stuff, that's what I was expecting.
So
But
question:
and
why do we think
you
that he
said
was
it.
gonna
I'm gonna
come with
be let
bars
down.
though? But
That's
why
what he
weren't we
said.
expecting? He
That's
never
what he
said that.
said.
He never said that. He said he was gonna take it back to the old Drake
Mhm.
and go back
Yep.
to So Far
So
Gone. That's
But
the
you
old
know,
Drake.
as
but
myself
but
and many fans, we assume wrong.
but he did. I don't know, but he did, if I recall correctly, and y'all had to fact check me. But when he said that, it was at a concert. I saw the clip, right? He said that, and then he went right into a bar song, like it was something where he was spitting. So
Mm.
yeah, he led us on, man. I mean, he knew what he was doing. But then he dropped "Slime You Out." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm not a fan of that track, but the disappointment is where I'm at with it. I'm not going to say it's a bad album. What I will say about it is I've heard this album before from him in a better version. I've heard these
Mm.
songs from him already, just they were better before. You know what I mean? Like it's almost like, and it's crazy that kind of Ebro compared these two individuals together because Drake has gotten Jay comparisons a lot, right? Because of the smoothness, the how he does. Obviously, he sings and Drake and Jay doesn't. But from a flow standpoint, he was compared to Jay quite a bit. So this album reminds me of like the Blueprint 3, right? So the Blueprint 3, crazy with features, had Juvenile, had Drake, it had all the new artists on it, and it was cool. But I don't go back and listen to it. And I'm a Jay fan. Y'all know who I am. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? I don't go back and listen to the Blueprint 3 ever. Right. If it come on, if a song or two come on, I might let it ride. But I don't ever just go back and check and be like, let me go put that Blueprint 3 on. You know
True.
what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
that's what this album kind of reminds me of because it don't hit me, right? And it might grow. I don't know. I will say it's early. Like we are 3 days into it.
Yeah.
We had dropped Friday. So 3 days in, I did listen to it 3 times. You know what I mean? I had a nice little journey to Hilton Head. So I listened to it a couple times. and it's just not hitting for me. You know what I mean? Like when you have an album where the best verse on the album is somebody else's, and you're and you're
He that one
Drake,
though.
you know what I mean? And you're Drake though, like Drake can
Yeah,
hold
that
it
is.
on. You know what I
Yep,
mean? I'm not gonna say
yep.
he just gonna get washed on any feature,
He
but he
got
got washed
and
on his
dried.
feature.
He
You know
got
what I mean?
washed
Like,
and dried.
yeah, you got to feel a certain type of way with that. When it's, at least if I'm an artist, I feel like I would feel a certain type of way that somebody is waxing me on my own track. You know what I mean? That's why, hell, that's why Sean and Kendrick fell out. You know what I mean? Because I mean, he basically waxed him on his own song, and I mean, he also dissed him in his own song, but it wasn't really like a real diss. But y'all get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
But he just said,
You know
I
what I
want him
mean?
on. He wanted that smoke. He said,
Yeah.
I'm trying to, I got bars for everybody, and I just want to let you know I'm here. It's okay. Not do what he's
Exactly.
supposed to do. And
Exactly.
it did.
So
Yeah, he got washed. And if people were petty, they was like, man, he dissed Drake because he did use that bar. Like, man,
yeah,
they
I
call
don't think
me.
he-
They
no,
call
he-
me
he
when
did-
they need to connect.
Nah, he didn't
Exactly.
diss
I'm on
Drake.
IT.
I don't. There was no diss there.
It's no diss,
That's a
bro.
reach.
Those
That's
are
a
petty.
reach.
That's why I said people want to be
Yeah,
petty. It ain't a
yeah.
diss. J. Cole
And
just telling you who he is.
he just telling you who
that
he
guy.
is.
Yeah.
And I think overall, one, I don't know why they putting out so many songs. I think our attention span for albums this long, I think you said it back in the Donda days,
Kanye
like the
called it.
attention span for the long albums is I don't know. I mean, I guess they can hold your attention, but for the most part, you want to get to it and get in and get out. You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
an hour and a half of you singing, bro, is just it wasn't what I was expecting. And I think that disappoints me the most is that I was hyped up because I'm thinking he was about to come, especially straight off of Her Loss, which I
Yeah.
have found a new appreciation after that damn concert. Like
Hey.
I've been rocking Her Loss, and I liked it, from the jump, but I've been rocking it a lot more after the concert.
Yeah.
I thought that was a quality project.
Oh yeah.
And what this album sounds like, and I don't want to take too much, I'm gonna let T get into it, but what the album sounds like, three things to me. One, it sounds like he's on a decline, my opinion.
Man.
Two, it sounds like he made an album during a tour. To me, which he did. You can tell he made it during the tour. And
Mhm.
three, it almost to me validates what Wadsworth said a couple weeks ago. Like you got to respect the longevity and respect the amount of material that it can put out. But at certain points, I don't need the material. Like I didn't need this album. I thought I needed it, and then when I heard it, I'm like, you know what I mean? It's almost like Certified Lover Boy to me. It didn't hit me like that. And I think these two albums are that for me. Obviously, he had 4 albums in 2 years, which is crazy to think about. But did I really need 4 and 2? I didn't. The Her Loss, he could have gave me that, and I would have been perfectly fine. Obviously, I don't like the dance move, the whatever. I can't even think of the name of it. I don't even give that attention. Honestly, never mind.
Dance.
Just
That's how he
yeah.
text
Oh yeah,
us.
that's
Yeah.
right. My
I
bad
was like,
about that.
dance.
Bro,
that
I didn't
that
even know
wasn't
what you
for
was
me.
talking about for a second, Ryan.
Yeah,
I think I blunted that from my memory.
See, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
But he did 4 albums in 2 years, and it sounds like he needs to go sit down somewhere for a little bit and just chill.
Man, that is brutal. Man, it's cold in here, bro. I like that album, dog. Like,
Yeah, and look,
I'm-
granted, I'm not saying it's bad.
It's not bad. I'm not saying that
it's
either. I
bad.
know you made a statement, DZ, before we air. Like, man, it's polarizing. And it's either you love it or you hate it. I'm in the middle.
I'm in the middle.
I'm in the middle. Now, I might be me and you, Ryan, might be the only people.
I don't think we are looking
no,
at
a
looking
lot
at those
of people
comments.
feel that way. A lot of people
Yeah.
were disappointed in the album, man.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna lie, I was expecting a hip hop album. Let me just say that too.
Yeah,
I was expecting a hip hop album. However, as I was listening to it, and I recognized that, he's taking it back to Houston. He's taking it back to that Drake.
Mhm.
Once
And so you had a
understood that-
different appreciation for it because, like you just said, samples, all that took you back to a nostalgia. And so shout out because I'm pretty sure you're not the only person who felt that.
But it
for sure.
wasn't just. I don't want to just cheapen it and say it was
I don't
just
want
the
to cheapen it.
nostalgia.
I'm not cheaping it, but nostalgia's good, man. It makes people feel good, man. It takes you back to memories. It takes you back to a moment, and it's an emotion.
So
So
this is what I mean by that, right? I tell you who really leaned on nostalgia and not quality music. Diddy, the Love album or whatever it was,
Mm-hmm.
bro. That was nostalgic. That was not like,
ain't
oh, this
lying.
is great. No, it's just, oh, it sounds like the '90s. Oh, yay,
Yep.
that takes me back.
Yep. When he
That's
said
not what
that
this
was
is,
90s
though.
R&B. That's what
Yeah,
he
this
did.
took me back, but it wasn't like, oh wow, I remember where I wasn't so far gone drop. Nah, it was just, oh, it's that vibe. Cool, I'm gonna rock with it.
Mhm.
So yes, there's a nostalgic vibe, but I don't want to make it seem as I gotta be
That's the only
clear that
reason why. Yeah,
that's not the only reason. Not at
sure.
all.
For
Yeah,
sure.
not at all.
I'm in the middle, man. I'm just like, I expected a little bit more. We'll see. We still, hey, DZ, I'm leaving it like what we talked about last episode, and I'm bringing it back now. It's Q4. It's the beginning of October. We will see what else is yet to come. We will see how this grows. This album grows on myself. I heard it twice so far. I still feel the same. But we'll see how it grows, how people move to it or not. It seems like more people are bashing it. Obviously, people are using their platform to bash it.
Yeah,
Azalea Banks. We'll probably never mention
bruh,
her
she
name
don't count.
again. But I say we'll probably never mention her name
Bruh,
again.
she don't care.
She's not
Name
out
a
here like
song
that.
right now. Name a song. You got 10 seconds
Nah.
or you die. 10, 9, 8, 7.
Bro, I'm dead right now, bro. Saw 20.
Nobody knows. Nobody knows that. Bruh, if you can't name it
Jigsaw
Azalea-
says you want to play a game. I'm going, bro. I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, don't even finish the sentence, bro. This is what's
If-
going to happen. Just smash me with an anvil.
Yeah.
Now, but I say Joe Button is another person as well.
Now at least he got pump it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
he do.
at least
He
he
do.
got pump it up.
But you know what? In Joe though, Joe had a good run with Slaughterhouse. I know they're not mainstream and popular to a level of Drake, but like Joe can go. You know what I mean? And he had the when he was with Clue, the mixtapes, him and Fab was like he was the next guy. He just had the wrong team behind him. But
Yep.
I think like when you listen to him rap though, like there's not a ton of people that can F with Joe and rapping. And I know Drake had the long message saying they, you know what I mean, he was a failed rapper and all of that. But
He went in, bro. God,
Yeah.
dog,
He wrote an
Drake.
essay.
Listen,
My man
he
wrote
got
an essay.
yeah, he did the same thing to Charlemagne like a couple of weeks ago too. Like Drake is responding back to people this time. He
Yeah.
got time today.
He got so much time, bro. He is revenge,
got
man.
on
He keeping
Charlemagne.
receipts like Dion, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Joe had Joe obviously his podcast didn't get big because he was unknown. You know what I mean? He had to
Correct.
have a pretty good following to even have some sort of audience to grow a podcast from. Like it wasn't just like Joe's voice and then he grows big. Like he had to have a pretty he's known, right? He was B-list, I would say, right? B-list rapper.
I always say C-list, to be honest with you, bro.
You going C with it? Damn.
Are you, when you
because-
say B-list rapper, are you just talking about just as a guy with just lyrics, or are you just talking about like the songs, the everything? The whole
in terms of popularity, I'm thinking.
Popularity,
Yeah.
popularity.
Because the
He's
skill.
big.
I mean, I don't think anybody can deny. Like, I don't think
He's big.
anybody's ever said Joe Budden is trash. I don't
Yeah,
think anybody's
like,
ever
he's
said
B because Joe Button, he's gonna get recognized everywhere he go. He's gonna get
that. For
recognized
rapping,
everywhere he go.
nah.
I mean, may not
Today?
be for rapping.
Nah, not
Today
for
before his
rapping.
podcast, but I mean, yeah, I mean, I agree with Rod on the rapping part. He got bars.
Yeah.
He got
And-
I
bars.
would
see,
say
I-
Nori would get recognized for rapping before Joe Budden would.
I don't think so.
Not so
No,
much for
you
not
know-
bar for bar. I'm talking about popularity, like banned from TV. Come on, dog.
Well, you know why I say that is like Slaughterhouse is huge. I know there's not a
There's a cult
huge
following of
marketing
Slaughterhouse.
buzz around Slaughterhouse, but Slaughterhouse has a huge following. And when you tie yourself to Shady, like, yeah, I think you would say C just overall career, but because he was tied to Shady, that automatically elevated him to a B because it put him in a whole different category of a different audience. You know what I mean? And I think that's where his following came from. Is his time with Slaughterhouse. Even though they didn't drop a ton of music,
Mhm.
they still had a huge following and still do to this day.
I'll say on that note, I will say this on the behalf of the South, bro. Don't nobody care about that. Just the South. Just the South. Now maybe New York, Cali, Detroit, Midwest area, Chicago, Slaughterhouse probably really mattered. But
Yeah, they more
but
worldwide.
and it's the thing. I respect
DC,
the pen.
you're
Just to be
right.
clear, I respect the penmanship. That's not shade to M, to Budden, to Joel Ortiz, or to not Joel, was it Crooked Eye?
Yeah.
Crooked Eye, yeah, and
Yeah,
Royce.
Crooked Eye. Yeah. No disrespect to. I know they can spit, but I'm gonna tell you, bro. Down here, nobody's listening. Matter of fact, I'll bet you whenever they went on tour, they probably skipped the South as a whole because they knew they wouldn't sell tickets down here. Now I don't know. I'm speculating, but if there's a way to pull it up, I wouldn't be surprised if they skipped the South. They don't go. They didn't do no Atlanta. They ain't do no Charlotte. They ain't went. Maybe they did Miami because Miami's kind of different. Miami's like the South, but not really. But down here, bro, wasn't nobody really rocking with Slaughterhouse, bro. Like nobody was ever like, yo, play that Slaughterhouse. I can't even name a Slaughterhouse song. I know who Slaughterhouse is because I'm a hip hop head and I just enjoy hip hop.
Hey,
But
man, I pulled up an old tour gallery. They came to Raleigh.
Raleigh, okay. Yeah, Raleigh's different too, because they got Duke and UNC down there. We got them college kids, man. That's a little different, bro. They ain't Raleigh, but bro, y'all know Raleigh is different, bro. You know Raleigh is different. But
all right,
anyway,
so we give him a B minus, man. We'll give him a B minus.
He give him a C minus.
I give him a C plus. I'll settle at B minus.
We go B minus.
Yeah, I'm B minus. I'm with that.
100%.
Yeah. But what's crazy is he went in and like I saw the clip of Joe Budden. I was like, man, Joe Budden really did go in. But I actually started listening to the episode today. It's like 3 hours long. I ain't listened to the whole thing. But from what I saw, I didn't get to the point where he was talking about, really going in. But bruh, Joe Budden was all on Drizzy's Glizzy, bruh. Like he loved that album. Well, so it's kind of funny to see Drake go in on him because really, aside from that one clip that I haven't gotten to yet, bro, he was in love with Drake. It was almost sickening.
And that's the thing, though. Like Joe has always showed Drake love, but the thing about Joe is Joe gonna be honest about his feelings. You know what I mean? Like Joe's gonna tell you he did it to Slim, and that's why him and Shady fell out. You know what I mean? Because he told him, I thought the album was trash. I don't remember which album, maybe Relapse or one of those Eminem albums that wasn't that good. But Joe was like, yo, it was trash. I didn't like it. You know what I mean? So even if Joe appreciates you as an artist, like he still talks about Take Care as one of his favorite albums of all time. So like that's why when you sent me the snippet of Drake going in, I'm like, damn, like Joe always shows him love. So I was surprised. I had to go back and watch the clip to figure out what was said. And in Joe's defense, there were some things said that I don't think he's wrong about. You know what I mean? But I think Drake,
he's like, I don't want to hear you talk about your exes. That's Drake. That's kind of one of his niches.
But that's my thing. I get that's not what you want to hear, but that's what he's what he's known for. That's like Pusha T coming out with an album talking about coke yet again. He said, I don't want to hear Pusha T talk about coke. Bro, that's what his whole career is based off of. Like you shouldn't even push play if that's not what you want to hear. Because that's what you know what I'm saying?
Well, I think at a certain point, what he was saying, and Joe's animated, he's an animated guy. At a certain point, you want to see creativity and this artist evolve, you know what I mean? And I'll give Drake credit for trying to evolve and doing the dance album. Shit wasn't for me, but at least it was something he tried.
Yeah.
He tried to experiment with it. And I was digging the 21 because again, 21 and Drake is not like two artists you would normally put together to do a collab album, but it worked. You know what I mean? So I applaud him for doing those type of things. But when you look at his solo projects that are supposed to be considered hip hop, Certified Lover Boy and All for All the Dogs, the last two he's dropped, there doesn't seem like there's been evolution in the music to me. And that's what I think he was saying. It sounds like and then, again, this is my opinion, it sounds like more B-side songs that he just have as throwaways that he put together. They don't sound like a
Damn.
complete project to me. And
Damn.
again,
Throwaways.
dog, you can-
Nah,
that's
I'm
just
just
how it
talking.
sounds. It doesn't sound like they literally put as much as he promoted it and said he put his time into it.
He was on
I
tour.
don't get that. I don't get that vibe when I listen to it. I don't get the vibe that, this is something that, like, you can tell he put his heart and soul into. And maybe, again, 3 days in, maybe I just ain't felt it yet, but that's the initial impression that I get.
Man. One thing I want to touch on, you said earlier, and we kind of moved on. Slam You Out. Slam You
Yeah.
Out was not a very good standalone single.
Not at
However,
all.
to me, within the context of the album, that's a great song, bro. I
Guess
like
what
that
I
song.
guess what I did the 3 times I listened to that album?
Skip.
Skip.
Skip. All 3 times.
My man was Uncle
And,
Shay.
And again, that disappoints me because I love SZA, dog. I love her. I
Yeah.
love her music. But that just was not. I'm like, it's way too slow. I don't like ballad Drake, man.
Honestly,
every now and again, I'm like, all right, this cool, this vibe. But again, I like Views, man, and not many people like Views.
Views
I
is
hated
dope,
Views.
bro.
I
Exactly.
hated Views, bro.
Wow.
I know you did.
see?
See, I like
See?
Views, and that was majority the harmonizing and singing.
Yes,
but
it
that's all I
was.
needed from it. Like I don't need that anymore. I
Yeah.
got it already.
Your
Yeah.
cart is full, bro.
Yeah.
So maybe my cart's not full because I skipped
Mhm.
Views. I think I might have
There
listened to
it
it
is.
once,
Okay.
maybe
There
twice.
it is. We
And I was
figured
like,
it out.
nah, bro,
There
I
it is.
can't do this. I can't do this. But I like the album, bro. Like, I don't know, man. I think also it's timing. You know what I'm saying? Your boy is 1 year into the 40 club at this point.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
I don't need all the rah-rah, man. I don't give me a few bars, give me a little first person shooter with J. Cole.
Mhm.
Give me a little bit of that. But you know what? I can sit back and vibe, bro. I mean, let me just kick back. Let me pour up my little glass of whiskey. You know what I'm saying? And let me vibe. You know?
Yeah. I
You
feel
know?
you.
I respect that, bro. I respect that, bro.
Yeah.
But you can do that in rap too, right? You can rap and vibe. Like listen to
Nas can.
I'm about to say, listen to Nas and how his bars and his music has evolved over the years. Yeah, he has some trash moments, but then he still finds himself in a position where he can talk about relevant stuff to his life. And, like, let's be real, like, your audience has to change as you grow because you have a group of individuals that's growing with you. And I get that hip hop is a young man's game and you want to continue to feed the youth, which is cool. And that's why you add the features. But some of the things you have to talk about has to evolve because, bro, you almost 40. And
36. It's not almost 40.
He on the
bro,
other
he about to
side,
be
bro.
37 in what? Like this month he'll be 37.
I mean, that's mid 30s, man. I mean, that's
That is
like,
not. That's
No,
closer
he's
to
not.
40,
No,
bro.
Don't try to
bro.
age
Bro.
the man.
He's on
3
the other
years
side of
for
35, bro. He's on the
Yeah,
other
he
side,
40, bro. You round it up. You did good in math, bro. You know you always round up, not down, bro. You round up. He almost 40, and you would expect his content to mature with him. You know what I mean? And that's what I got from what Joe was saying is that you expect the content to evolve with your listeners because as a listener, I'm in my 40s now. I'm 40, about to be 41. At a certain point, I'm like, bro, I've been listening to you for 15 years and we still talking about the same thing. Y'all all got friends that you probably had back in the day that's doing the same thing 15 years ago that they were doing, and you don't rock with them like that no more because your timing and space just has left that place. So I would want to have him evolve a little bit. He don't have to go completely against the grain because he has a formula. But I want to hear more content of like, bro, like you a dad now, bro. What's that life like?
That's
You know
true.
what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to know this. Where was that energy when Diet Coke dropped? Where was that energy? When
I don't listen to
and I'm
Pusha
not
T.
talking about Rod. I'm not talking about Rod. I'm not talking about Rod specifically. I'm just saying to the world. Like, where was that energy when Diet? Because when Diet Coke dropped, the quote unquote hip hop heads ate it up. Oh,
What, all three of them?
Huh?
All three of the Pusha T fans though? Like we already established that. Like,
hey, DC gonna put you on the spot, bro. Give us a Pusha T verse right now. Give us a verse, word for word, bro.
We already established from Jim Jones that we're not checking for Pusha like that.
Yeah. I get it, man. I guess. See, my thought is, and I'm gonna come to the defense of the boy Drizzy. OVO. Call me OVO DC for this episode. He's always kind of done this, like as far as, because I know what Joe Budden was talking about. You got these little kids on your album, put some grown men on the album.
That's cool. He's spotlighting.
One thing, J. Cole is on the album. They're the same generation. Party Next Door is on the album, same generation. Chief Keef is on the album, same generation. And we ain't heard from. He brought Chief Keef out of hiding almost, because I ain't heard from Chief Keef and I don't know how long.
Agreed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, like at what point
he could have left him in hiding too, though. By the way, but
could have.
How did you feel about that Chief Keef song? Dude? You was like, yes, needed to be on the album.
I liked it. I liked the song. I mean, did I love it? But
if
honestly,
it wasn't on the album,
much about this album I didn't like. I didn't really.
I mean, I'm saying if the song wasn't on the album, though, would you have missed it? Would you like,
no, I wouldn't have.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have. But it was a good. But at the same time, I mean, it was a good song. Like I wouldn't say like. I will say this: I've never hit skip. I will say that. Like I hit skip on the Bad Bunny song. Actually, I was laughing the first time I heard that. Like, I know good and well Drake don't know no damn Spanish, bro. Like we all know Drake has writers and he writes, but it's like that was just like, bro, Drake, you're not even trying, bro. Like at least give me some mystique that you might have wrote this. Like, bro,
that was rough.
Yeah, now that should have been left on the
cover.
That was mine.
That
Sexy Red song too. They could have left that too.
Yeah, they could have left that off.
Well,
they could have left that off, man. Sexy Red. I know what he was trying to do, but yeah, he could have left that off.
He could have left that out. So again, and I don't want to sound like I'm hating on Drake. Like if Drake heard this, I don't want him writing no 4-page letter about me.
Go ahead and write a 4-page letter, bro. If you want to put the time in here and talk about us,
bro.
If you want to do that, that's dope, man. You know
but at the same time, I'm gonna be real with you. Like as a Drake fan, and I do consider myself a Drake fan, it wasn't to the standard that I thought it would have been. And I again, it's almost like watching Bron in his last years, right? Like Bron, you know he's at the end, but at the end of the day, he's still producing. So you're like, okay, yeah, but he's cool for his age. Like, yeah, he's not vintage Bron, but he's cool for his age. You know what I mean? That's how I'm feeling with Drizzy almost in these last couple albums. It's like, all right, yeah, the end is near. Like, yeah, it's time to take a break because he's given us so much content that I think I'm full.
Hey. And it's cool. He is taking a break. If it's for health reasons, for sure. Health is the best wealth. So, but yeah, like I said, I'm in the middle, man. I'm gonna stay in that middle. I'm gonna listen to it again, but that's where I'm at with it, man. But
I'm gonna call Cap on the break though. I don't think he's gonna take a break. I don't think he's capable. I do think that Drake is entirely too petty to watch the hip hop world or just the music world in general move on without him. Because Drake puts out music a lot, like you said, 4 albums in 2 years. That's a lot even for him. But generally, every year he puts out something, even if it's not a proper full-length album.
Yeah. All right. We'll be ready. Christmas, New Year's. Hey, we said, hey, y'all need to do is drop that Christmas.
You know what?
album.
No, don't do that. Again, don't do that.
I can see him doing it too, though. He could probably pull it off.
You better try it, bro. He gonna come for Christmas, bro. He the holiday album coming,
don't
right?
do that. Don't do that. But I really
would never be the same.
I would love. Good Lord.
What you got, right?
I would love Drake to just fall back and do verses for, just for a few years. You know what I mean? Like just do features, just do verses, and that's it. You know what I mean? I don't need no more albums. Just fall back. And I'll be perfectly fine with that because again, his career has been historic, man. I have never seen a run like this, and it's funny. I think on our very first pod, I don't even know if we put that one out. maybe it was on T. You'll have to fact check this on that
All right,
because I
man.
know
What did
you
you
know.
say? What you say?
So in our very first pod, I think it was, we were talking about hip hop and we talked about Dre Stacks and all those guys, and we said Drake has used the same formula for, I think at the time, 12, 13 years, and it still works. And I give him credit to that. Like, I don't know how many people can have the same content, use the same formula, and make it run for that long. And at a certain point, like what goes up has to come down. And I think it's just hit that breaking point to where
Mhm.
he's starting to come down. Like people are not
That's
even
okay.
people. Like it's to a point where certain fans, not all his fans, but certain fans are like, all right, Drake, bro, we didn't heard you sing to the ladies. We didn't heard you cry about exes. We didn't heard you say your man's gonna shoot somebody. Like at the end of the day, how about you shoot somebody, dog? Like, how about you get the shooter? like at least make some stuff up. Like, I'm gonna shoot you. Like, yeah, you know what I mean?
Man, then we gonna have a different conversation. Like, come on, Drake, we know
Exactly.
you ain't doing that, Drake.
Yeah, all
Sit your
day.
soft ass down
We
somewhere.
gotta.
I'll slap
He
you. What
coming
you
down
gonna do
that.
about it?
He coming down that chimney, y'all. It's coming, man. Album's coming.
Yeah.
He coming down that chimney.
I ain't gonna lie, I could see a Christmas album. Like I
Nah,
could,
don't do
Yeah.
I
that.
could see it.
Yeah, he can do it. He can do it. Yeah.
But he would,
But
but he
you
would
know
put a
what?
spin on
He
it.
can
Like
do
he
an
wouldn't
EP.
just do a regular Jingle Bells. It would be like the most emotional. Like he sad on Christmas because he
I
had
see
to
a
break up with a
5-track,
girl or
boy.
something like that.
A little 5-track,
Yeah.
5-track Christmas joint.
Yeah, he was singing about
Like,
giving strippers gifts and stuff like that.
Drake is the most stereotypical light skinned dude ever.
Oh my
That
gosh,
is
he is,
crazy.
bro. He is. I hate to say it. Team light skin. He
Man.
is. That man is so light skinned, bro.
He is the most
God,
stereotypical
dog.
light skinned dude out there, man.
Yeah, and I'm light
But
skinned, but he is, bro. That
yeah.
man is light bright. Every bad
But
stereotype.
shout out to
Mhm.
Aubrey, man. Like he does his thing. Again, no disrespect to him. But the thing about like our conversations is straight barbershop stuff. So this is the type of stuff that we
All
gonna talk
day.
about.
Oh,
Gonna
yeah.
keep it real.
Oh yeah.
And what's disappointing is somebody that you felt like could carry the hip hop torch this year, at least, from possibly Killer Mike. It just falls so short of being what we wanted it to be. And now you're looking at hip hop sales. Like I think Juicy J just put out something saying hip hop sales are down 40% this year.
Mhm.
And it's
Yeah.
true because there hasn't been a heavy hitter that just like killed the game. There is no heavy hitter that has strictly dominated this year. You know what I mean? And I know Nas dropped 2 albums, but at the same time, Nas has a certain following. Nas is not going to move the needle for
No,
like the masses.
no, he's not.
Right.
He's
You know what I
past that.
mean?
He's definitely
Yeah,
past
yeah,
that.
he's past that.
Mhm.
So like you need something from, I don't even know who's out there right now that could even come after Drake. Maybe a Cole. Oh, he don't move the needle like that either though. Like honestly, he's bigger than
Yeah, he's never had a
a lot
number one
of
hit.
artists.
They're saying he
Yeah.
might get his first number one hit off of this first person shooter, which is surprising me. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, Cole don't move the needle like that, right? Like really, when you look at the top of the charts, it was at least out of the younger, they always say Cole, Drake, and Kendrick are the
Right.
basically the Rushmore. I don't know who else you could add there as a fourth person, but those 3 are the most talked about names for carrying the torch.
Yeah.
And K Dot moves the needle,
Yeah.
Drake moves the needle. Cole has a nice following, but he doesn't move the needle because there's a lot of people that don't rock with Cole. They call him boring, right? They think a lot of his music is boring, and he's not going to give you a I'm on one type of hit. You know what I mean?
No.
Like Drake is unique because he can give you those pop hits, those radio hits, those singing hits. He gives you so many different variations that like you just can't deny the man. And then K Dot he's just unique.
He's a
you know what I
unicorn.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's very unique. So I really don't know who's going to be that person that can step
Yeah,
in
that-
and carry it.
That fourth head, man.
I don't think there is one.
Well,
I
Big Sean,
wish,
maybe.
I wish Big Sean. The two people that came to
Sean
mind were
could be.
Big Sean if they push more material, and biased opinion, South Big Crit if he push more material.
No, not Big Crit.
I don't think.
Why
Crit
not?
is- He's not.
He just needs to
mainstream
put
enough.
out more.
Yeah, he's not
Yeah, that's what
mainstream
I'm saying.
enough.
He need to push. Yeah, he need to put out more content though.
It's not the content, bro. Like, bro, you
The content's great.
see, you
to
know,
me.
you're talking to a Crystal
Biased.
fan, but it's not the.
Yeah, bro.
He just
you
he
know we
ain't
in the
got
same
it, bro.
car together.
Right,
just-
but he ain't got it though. Like he
I
makes
just-
great music. I love
Mhm.
Crit, love him, but he's
Yeah.
not gonna be in the combo.
Like I
bro.
said, this
not
as I
even
said,
close. Like not
wishful
even
thinking, bro.
close.
Wishful thinking with Crit, but it was Big
Yeah.
Sean that first came to mind. I was like, Big Sean for sure.
Yeah,
Big Sean for sure. He hasn't put out nothing in a minute. And then like I said, wishful thinking would be Crit because he got the skill and the talent to do it.
he's got the skill, but he tried to go commercial. He tried to go pop. He had a couple songs that like I should have paid more attention to you with was it Rico Love, I think. That was I think that and he had another song that was like those were his attempts to break through, but they never did. And his window is closed, man.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is true though.
But you know
yeah.
what? This got me thinking. So we talking about sales going down, right? So I think maybe it
Mhm.
might have been the pod with you and IT. We talking about women and hip hop and how basically
Yeah, this was
women-
their year. This was their year.
So it's
this was their
crazy.
summer.
This is
Yes.
the year for women in hip hop, and yet we're also seeing historically low sales. Like, what does that? I mean, those are the facts, right? I mean, like, what does that say about the influence of hip hop? I mean, which I think is great what they're doing, but the reality is whatever it is, it's not moving the needle. You know what I'm saying? It's not getting people to stream or buy or do whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. That's tough.
Yeah,
It's a tough question, bro. That's a tough question to answer.
I'm gonna leave that one alone because there's no way I'm not gonna sound sexist.
Right.
Yeah, because it's a tough
It comes
question
with-
without
you know
trying
what?
to.
You know,
It's very conflicting to like because it sounds like it's a good question. It is a genuine good question, and how you answer it. And anyone answers is like, oh well, women just wasn't good enough, is what you're saying. They couldn't carry the torch.
But here's the thing: you could say that I mean, I'll eat it. You could say that, but the fact of the matter is, when you're looking at this, I mean, you quoted the sales. The sales were down, and if we're saying it was the year of
it's
women
a
in
numerical
hip-hop,
fact. These are facts.
I mean, what do we?
Well, you know what? And yeah, let's go there because the reality is the content doesn't fit, right? Like again, females. There's not many females that listen to female rap artists, right?
Right.
And dudes make songs for females to buy, right? There's always a female song of rapping to a female or singing to whatever it is, like is targeted towards that. So unless you like studying it out with a Young M.A. or something and she's singing to you or making a song about you, it's probably not going to hit the masses. I mean, you have y'all said the names last week. Who? Lotto.
Yeah, Lotto, Cardi,
yeah.
Meg.
Yeah.
Sexy Red.
So-
I'm not a fan, but she's out here. She's
Yeah.
relevant right now.
And what's the most common thing that most of them have in common? I don't listen to a lot. I don't listen
What
to
they
them.
have in common, sex.
SEX.
There it is. That's it. There it is.
Yeah.
And that has been the theme for the beginning of since Little Kim, basically. You know what I mean? Since Kim has been out, that has been the theme of success for women. Is they'll have an anthem about sex, and that's it, right? There's really no other content that you can gravitate to. So it's party songs,
Yeah.
it's strip club songs, it's just those two basic areas that you're gonna try to monopolize in, and that's not going to have white teenagers. I mean, they might buy it, but it's
The
not gonna
cliche
have
is that it
white
sells
teenagers.
though. Right.
I mean, the stats not saying that though.
Right.
That's
DC
true.
just
The
said.
stats.
There we go.
The numbers can't. And what's crazy is, even though we don't have to revisit, but Drake, however you feel about the album, it's gonna do numbers, and it's gonna do numbers because women are gonna listen to it.
100%.
So you got a man, and I'm not. And just to be clear to the ladies out there, I'm not. I'm only stating facts. I'm not even I have not stated my opinion not one time. But you have women. It's the year of women in hip hop. Lotto had a. To me, I think I say song of the year and put it on the flow. That's my vote for song of the year. You got the year of women in hip hop have been killing the radio, have been dominating the airwaves.
Yep.
Sales are historically low. You've got Drake, who dropped in the fourth quarter. Pretty sure he's going to do big numbers, and it's likely going to be because of a huge woman fan base listening to him.
He already set a record for first day streams with this.
Oh, he did?
Album. Yeah,
I'm not surprised.
He beat out the last record was Certified Lover Boy. That was the last streaming.
Speaking of Certified Lover Boy, that was my disappointment. I think I wanted to say that, Rob, but I didn't want to cut you off. Certified Lover Boy was a disappointing album. I just want to say that. But carry on. Yeah. But no, it's just weird though. It's just, it's not even weird. It's just, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially you would think.
It's a little eye-opening when you can see those numbers. He's like, oh.
Yeah, well, you would think that in the time of such empowerment. I mean, it really is. I really do see this as a time of empowerment for women, specifically women in hip hop. So you're seeing that empowerment, but who's actually supporting it? Because these days, you don't even have to buy the music. Just listen to it. Just listen to it, and they'll get paid. That's all you got to do. We all have Apple Music or Spotify or a Tidal. We all got it. All you got to do is go and listen to it, and it's going to do numbers. And for whatever reason, people ain't doing that.
That's a question within itself too. How do you bring them back? Because we're in a digital world now, so we're not going to the record stores like we used to. How do we even bring them back just to hit play, to stream?
Well, the thing is, when you say bring them back, I think it's easy. Make music that people want to listen to. Because again, I don't have to buy it, bro. I don't have to buy. I didn't have to buy this Drake album. It came out. I just listened to it a bunch of times. That's it.
Right.
No commitment whatsoever. Your boy had the PlayStation 5. That's another thing. I got a PlayStation 5.
Segue.
You know what I'm saying? Segue got that 2K. And one great thing about the PS5, I had an Xbox One before that, and you could not listen to music and play games at the same time. It was like you had to make a decision. So like I'm sitting there playing 2K, and I just got Drake on repeat in the background. That's a big reason why I was able to listen to it so many times, and it was dope to me. But anyway, I didn't put on Lotto. I didn't put on Sexy Red. I didn't put on none of them lovely ladies. You know what I'm saying? And frankly, I'm not the only one. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like we could see by the numbers, man. So,
I don't hop in the car either looking for it.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. It's just like it's weird. It is, and the reason I say it's weird because women are actually the biggest consumers in America. Like women buy the most of everything. Like women hold all the purchasing power. And so now you have so many women really, behind the mic holding it down, and the sales go down.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Another note too, that chick y'all just mentioned somehow put a sex tape on her Instagram stories.
Yeah, I saw it.
And said,
"Oh, Sexy Red."
Yeah, Sexy Red.
You said you saw it?
Yeah, no. I saw it. She has a terrible sex voice. Like she moans like she raps. It's horrendous.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that clip pop up on my Twitter, and what I do, skip.
And you know me, man.
I'm a man
first. Yes, anytime.
I'm gonna watch all TV, bro. Man first. I'm straight. Even if it's somebody I didn't really want to watch, I'm gonna watch it just to say I watched it. So yeah, I watched it.
Hey, my man did bring up China last season.
Yep, I watched China too. I watched China too, bro. And I don't find her attractive at all. But bro, I'm gonna watch.
Y'all can check that out on season 3. China, dog. Yeah. My man.
Wow. Sexy Red is very unattractive, bro. For me personally.
Very.
Just me personally.
She don't move the needle, bro. Yeah. I think
she look like she smell a certain type of way. But...
Oh.
Okay, yeah, I was wrong for that. Sorry,
like
Lord.
Like Black and Miles. Yeah, and backwoods.
You ain't wrong though.
Yo, we can talk about some actual hip hop. I don't know. Do y'all listen to Earl Sweatshirt? I like Earl Sweatshirt.
I
He used to
listen to
be
a little
with
bit.
Odds, was it Wolfgang or Tyler Creator and them? Like it was Tyler the Creator, Frank
Odd
Ocean,
Future.
Odd Future. Yeah. He used
Yeah.
to be with Odd Future, and he's one of those guys where you either rock with him or you don't. You know, but he dropped a tape and it was a great album. He dropped with Alchemist. To me, anytime somebody does an album with Alchemist, I'm gonna listen to it
Yeah.
because them beats
yeah.
is gonna be on time.
Yes, sir.
So
That's facts right there. I have to go back and listen to it. But
Yeah, I think you sent that link, so I'm gonna check for it.
yeah, I'll check it out.
yeah, it's dope. It's dope. You know, no singing. There's no singing on that album. Just so y'all know. Just bars. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's totally okay, man. It is all good, man. So I know we getting ready to wrap, man. Hey DC, how you feeling, bro? You had a good birthday weekend, man. I know Sunday didn't treat you as well. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna say, man, we got Dak ain't it, bro. I'll say it.
Tried it. You good for that 60, bro? You good for that 60, bro?
Now, mind you, I will say, in their defense, the 49ers very well could have went to the Super Bowl last year. They were in the championship with no quarterback.
I played.
They had
in the third
no
and fourth
quarterback.
Quarter. It was me.
Yeah,
0.
They had no quarterback, and they were in the conference championship. So, you know, in Dallas' defense, they were playing potentially a Super Bowl.
Yeah, caliber team
contestant.
for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? They played a great team, but still, Dak, man.
I tried to tell you, bro. Dak ain't a bum. He just not at that level yet, bro. To get you over that hump, bro.
Well, but it's not even yet.
Yeah,
this is who he is. He's been in the game long enough. This is who he is. Like it ain't. I don't think there's another gear. That's my fear. I don't think there's another gear. This is the highest level that he can play. And I mean, you got McCarthy calling the plays for him, and I mean they're doing everything they can. But God, dog, bro, like I don't even want to talk about it, man. Cut the mic.
I tried to tell you, bro.
He said, "Cue the music."
He not worth that.
Cue the music, T. Damn.
He not worth them 60 M's, bro.
Nah, he's not worth. Nah, that was not a 60 M performance. Jerry needs to renegotiate that deal, bro. Like that just. I wasn't even mad at the end. I was just like, I don't even know what the word is, bro. I was deflated, bro. I was just like, you know what? Like we ain't, and I like Pollard, but I don't know that Pollard can carry the kind of load the Cowboys need. Like I think he looks so good next to Zeke. You know, Zeke might get 2 yards, and he goes off, and then Pollard goes off for 9. But now that all eyes are on Pollard, I don't think he can carry.
They got another running back. They just don't let him get no burn. Deuce Vaughn, he nice. I mean, he don't get no run.
Now, mind you. You know, I don't exactly know, but my thought is if he's not getting the touches, there's a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like it just maybe the coaching staff is just that. I don't know. I can't think of a good word, but maybe the coaching staff is just that trash. But I would think that they see something on film or in practice that keeps him on the sideline. You know what I'm saying?
He's a little dude too.
But he a little scat back, bro. He nice, bro. He likes Sproles. He remind me of Darren Sproles, but
he ain't ready to get hit by Bosa and Warner and the rest of the 49er team.
I agree.
He's like, yeah, we gonna wait on that.
You know, he's talking about hits. I gotta be thinking about something. I don't know if y'all seen Club Shay Shay had Marshawn Lynch. I just finished that one.
Yes, sir.
Bro, protect Marshawn Lynch, dog. That man is a national treasure.
If he ain't a natural treasure though, he a hood treasure.
Yeah, he a hood treasure.
Man, we love him.
He a hood treasure, bro. And every corner in America got a hood, and that's why I call him a national treasure, bro. You can't go.
Hey, I like that. I like that.
Yeah, I like that. Man, Marshawn, bro, like man, he keeps it a buck. Man, bro, like yeah. So dope interview if y'all ain't seen it, man. He dropped a lot of gems. And I've never been a big fan of Russell Wilson, but man, after that interview, now I really look at that man like a cornball. How you call your running back from a block number, bro? Like, how lame. Now I'm like looking at Future a different way too. I'm like, what Future? You might have been on to something, Future. So Future always be talking down on Russell Wilson like every other song.
Right? Yeah.
Future probably man's like, I can't believe I lost my BM to this cornball. Like anybody but him. You know what I'm saying? You call him Marshawn from a block. Yeah. Anyway. Great interview. Y'all check that out for the people who don't know.
Yeah, Club Shay Shay. Marshawn Lynch was amazing, man.
And Shay Shay, send me a shirt or something. I done plugged you. And also, Drake, man, shoot me a hoodie, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here defending your honor. All on the pod. My size is XL, bro. Holla at your boy.
My guy gonna send him. You gonna throw a bra on stage too, DJ?
See, I had to back from the mic, man. I almost made this radar, bro.
He throwing the X shirt on stage. That's what's up, man. Yo, and man, hey man, we almost wrapping up season 4.
Man, it's been a short season, bro. For real.
And it's been a short season. We've just been having fun, bro. We've been having a good time. We've been having dope guys. We've been having everything, man. Basketball season is upon us.
Yep.
We can hit on that a little bit, man. But I'm gonna call y'all out right now. Too early because we did it for football, and I'm wrong anyway. I had the Jets and the Niners. But who y'all got? Finals, East West.
I'm gonna take the Warriors, bro. I think that
The Warriors
as far as coming out the West, I mean, that CP3 coming off the bench, I feel like if there's ever a time he's gonna stay healthy, it should be now, because he can never stay on the court during the playoffs for some reason. So my thought is, 6-man leading that second unit. That is that's a crazy mismatch for whoever they're against. The East, Bucks, bro. Come on, Dame and Greek. Come on, dog. So yeah, I say Bucks versus Warriors, and I'm gonna give it to the Bucks. I think the Bucks need some depth, but I have confidence they're gonna make some kind of moves that we don't know about yet to add some depth. Because right now the Warriors got that depth.
I don't think the Warriors got as much depth as you think. I don't think, but I'm going to go with history repeating itself third time around. Celtics, Lakers.
I definitely don't see that, but the Celtics ain't got it, bro. The Celtics don't have any dogs on their team.
That Drew pickup was key.
I forgot they got Drew.
Key.
I forgot about Drew.
And they got Porzingis. They got Tatum. They got Brown.
I don't trust Porzingis. That's not a flex. Porzingis is not a flex.
It's not a flex. I think it's a third option, bro. He's gonna be the third option, man. To help them score. But I like Drew. Drew can do it all.
I do like Drew.
Drew is the big pickup, bro. Name ain't flashy, but if you're a hoop fan, you know what he did.
Oh yeah,
you know what he do.
Yeah, Drew,
you know what he about.
Yeah, Drew.
So that's why I got history repeating itself for the third time. Celtics, Lakers. What you got, Rod?
Bucks and I'm gonna go Lakers. I was thinking possibly Clippers, but I'm gonna go Lakers.
I can't trust Kawhi.
Definitely can't trust Kawhi.
It's probably going to be Phoenix, but I can't say them, so I'm just going to say.
I see. I know what you're doing. I don't think it's going to be Phoenix, bro. I think they got a lot of offense, but no defense. They got a lot of offense, but no defense.
Speaking of Phoenix,
offense.
And I'm gonna let this go because I know we moved on. But Kevin Durant was A&R on the Drake album.
Yeah, I saw that.
And it sounds like it because KD is soft like baby tissue, bro. And Drake drops a whole album of just singing and moaning and harmonizing about, you know what I'm saying? Like he dropped this super soft album. He drops an album softer than anybody expected. And who A&R'd it? One of the softest stars to come out the NBA. Makes way too much sense.
Hey, P.S. LeBron A&R'd 2 Chainz. Rapper Go to the League.
That was
best album.
Did he really? Or you just saying that?
He did. No, he did.
Really
He did.
He really did.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And I love that album.
2 Chainz got a whole YouTube clip about it.
What? I'm about to look it up.
He had Braun in there. Yup. He had Braun in there.
Man. Yo,
that album is hard though.
that
That's what
album
we
is-
missing. That's what we missing before we go. We need to get another Chains album out. So we'll see. We got one more album coming out that I'm anticipating, and it's Shaq and Kobe, that Ross and me. I'm anticipating that.
Yeah.
Let me know how it is.
Yeah, I honestly, I have a feeling it's gonna be mid. I'm a huge Ross fan. I always say that, you know, if Ross was in New York, he would be Jadakiss. Huge Ross fan, but I'm thinking that album's gonna be mid.
Wow. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. Hopefully Future saves the year. I'm still holding out hope.
Is he dropping? I ain't seen nothing. I'm searching the web. I ain't seen nothing.
I said it earlier, he gonna drop this year. That was just my gut feeling. I have no insider knowledge, but I'm gonna stand on that, bro. Fourth quarter, he's gonna shock the world. I don't know. Like, I'm talking DS2 level. I'm thinking something along those lines. Like, it ain't gonna sound like DS2. I'm talking about impact. It's gonna have DS2 impact.
It's him and Metro. So
yeah, because Metro's been like saying they in the lab. Metro's been saying they in the lab, but he ain't telling nobody when they drop. But Metro Boomin has been teasing it, like, you know, it's coming. 2023 is coming. We ain't letting it out. And so the last thing he posted was like on September 18th that I saw, and it was just saying like, "Yo, when you dropping?" And he's like, he said 23 ain't over yet. I don't know what that means. Like, it's all words until we see the drop, though.
Yeah, and Ty Dolla $ign working on something too. They working on the collab, but we'll see.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna come out this year.
That is an interesting collab I would have not put together.
Yeah, I agree.
But 2 Chainz, I'm definitely. I would love.
But I won't count out. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I don't really like him personally, but in the studio, there's no. You can't question Ye in the studio. So if he's in the lab with Ty Dolla $ign, I have the utmost faith. They cooking some heat over there.
Yeah, it's probably some features. Oof.
Yeah,
we'll see. I think that's a 24. I think J. Cole coming to 24 as well.
Yeah.
Hopefully 2 Chainz.
Maybe Chainz might be out of here though, bro. Like, Chainz doing TV. He's doing his stuff, thing. Man. He just opened up a strip club in Atlanta.
That's not surprising.
Right.
That's not surprising.
But it just seems like he's moving away from music. You know what I'm saying? Like, his time. Like, he could put out something, but it just seems like music is not his focus anymore.
And shout out to him though. He turned himself into. He took the brand and made it a business.
Oh yeah. Might check it out. I might check it out. Support him. You know. Trying
all day.
You know, just for him. You know, I'm just trying to support Chainz. Just get some wings. You know, just trying to get some wings. That's all. That's all.
Lemon pepper.
Yeah.
All day.
Yeah.
So, hey man, this was fun. This was good. That we got some questions that need answers. And we definitely our female listeners. If the sales and these numbers are saying that, like, what are you thinking? And we might even hear some of our females. We know our wives. They're like, man, we ain't rocking with that. But maybe some other females feel that way too. Like you said, you got to grow with your audience, Rod. You said that.
Yeah, that is not our segment.
You know,
no,
our age group segment.
All day. It's not. It wasn't freshman year in college. Damn, what a time though. What time to be alive, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, Rod. I mean, you know, we about to exit out, Rod. What words of encouragement you got for us, dog?
Man, I'm gonna steal it from Aubrey Graham, dog.
Hey.
Okay, let's do it.
Never let success get to your head, and never let failure get to your heart. The boy can spit. He got some gems for you, but man,
did he sing that or did he rap that?
That sounds like a singing. I don't know. It's probably part of his motivational speeches during this concert.
Could be. You know, Jay got some bars, but he had some corny ish he be saying, bro. This man said something. So many people owe me. I feel like Czechoslovakia. Like, you really said that out loud and thought that was a bar? Remember, I think that was like on the first or second song. And I was like, come on. Oh, stuff like that, Mike Drake. That was so light skinned. That was so light skinned. Like, you said that out loud and really thought, yeah, let's go ahead and record that.
Yep. Bars.
I stumbled on the word. Redo it.
Yeah, I know. Do that again, man. Let me do it one more time because the people need to hear this.
And he hit him with a shimmy in the booth.
Yeah, because I feel like Czechoslovakia. Oh damn, man! And then he did like the ad lib, like he really killed it at the end. He's like, "What, bro? That was not a flex, sir. That shit was corny as hell, bro."
Hey.
But still, it's still OVO game, man. Shoot me a hoodie XL. I need that. I'll let your boy.
We got you, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was, everyone says your month, man. So happy birthday, bro. Again,
Yes,
man. Enjoy it,
Yep,
bro.
yep.
Since you on that
Appreciate
2K, bro, what you on, bro? What's your handle, man? You want somebody to tap in with you, bro?
Yeah, holla at your boys, Corley1, Corley-1. You know what I'm saying? I want to do Corleone, but it was taken. You know what it is. So CORLE-1. Holla at your boy. Come on, get this work.
Hey, man, you about to be on them videos getting embarrassed by them true life gamers. Like,
Please.
why you quiet, dog?
And I got one more thing before
Yes, sir.
before you do your thing. Only Christopher we acknowledge is Wallace. That's all y'all need to know.
Bars. Bars.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what today is.
Mhm.
As we record on October 9th, but we know what it is. Feel the vibes. And with that being said, kill the music!